so far, some of the pictures are alarming, but we try to look into the reality. We are still on the crossroad, to be frank with you. Some of the pictures appear to be actually, fabricated. It's like a rehearsed kind of pictures. People being put certain place and then just been taken picture of. Well, others seems to provide some credibility to what we are observing. It's more like a militant kind of training. But the main issue right now is to find out for who and for what purpose. And that is what many of us are alarmed about. Because if you live in a country where such an activity is ongoing, where we have the regular military system in place, and as to how recruitment should be done is well clearly stated, and yet militants are being trained left and right every now and then. I'm saying this because, as I said, some of the pictures, there were some doubt on them, but some of them too, there was enough evidence to show that in fact really, because if you look at the background, and at least there is an instructor that was linked to some of them, and if you look at the background of that instructor, this is somebody who is very well known and used to train some of the regular ones, even at Chelsea and stuff. Then you ask yourself, what is the role of this person being among these pictures that are being taken? That is where I said that some of the pictures seems to lend some credence to what is happening. But this military training...
You mean the instructor in the pictures, you know him?
Yes. One of the instructors in the picture is a long-serving person in the military, and he has been training people at Chelsea.
Is this still in the military?
This is what I cannot establish. This is what we need to find out. Either the person is still in the military or has retired or maybe doing his own job. Sometimes some of these guys, they pull out of the regular system and underground, they go and train people for, some of our politicians and other individuals. But the scale of the training that we are seeing as far as these current pictures are concerned, it's not that some 2 or 3 to protect somebody. Number of people. And some of the guys they are trained, these are people we have seen linked to some political vigilante groups here and there. So you ask yourself what is happening. Initially, some were trying to say that, it's a Western Togoland who are training their soldiers so that they take over their own independence here and there. But in fact, there are certain things I will not be able to put out. But trust me, there's more to the story that people are talking about than what you and I will know at the moment. So yes, I can assure you that in fact, and if you remember long ago, we have been raising this alarm that training of militia groups have been ongoing, even in some of our own official military installations in this country. People will come, some will be quiet on it, but we are telling you things are happening. These things are happening. Yes.
But as we speak now, you've not been able to perhaps gather intelligence as to confirm that this training is related to the issue, the Western Togoland issue.
That is it. No. And what we have gotten to now, almost like 60% of intelligence that is gathered, we have not seen a sign that is for the Western Togoland. No, we have not seen that. No, not at all. If any of the other 40 will come and prove it, then we are not there yet. But over 60%, we have not been able to have any link with the Western Togoland. Because what we realize now is that, in fact, they never even exist. That's the first thing. Out of the 60%, they never even exist. And even the people who even put themselves forward as those who are even championing the cause for the Western Togoland, some of these people are even on the run already because, according to sources, it's like the government is trying to bring some of them down. And even then, the interest of bringing some of them down, even if I tell you right now publicly, people will be shocked. So I don't want to go further. It looks like even the government is aware of what is going on as far as this Western Togoland issue is concerned. And there are some plans just to muddy the waters as to what is going on. And even if I'm talking to you right now, I'm in the Volta region. And in fact, one of the things that we pick up was that even some political powers that be today, you have some of their own people even encouraging some of these people who want to have independence, so just to create the impression that in fact the NDC zone, they should not even go and vote because a voter is for NDC, so that those who are fighting, they can encourage their people that they are no more part of Ghana, so that election time they should not go out to go and vote. This is a free intelligence I'm giving you. And those who take it seriously, they can take it seriously. Those who don't take it seriously, they can also leave it as it is. So there's a political manipulation even with this Western Togoland issue. And this is what I can put out for you. And that is how much I can put out. People are already going around to villages telling them that in fact now they are no more part of Ghana. So election time, which is Ghana's election, they should not go and vote. And this is happening only in the voter raising. If you like, you can say some of your things to calm down, especially to Akachi area, they can also find out from people by themselves. Yes. So this Western Togoland itself is taking a lot of dimensions that people have to take time, analyze, and get all the angles. When they do that, they will know exactly what is going on. No. So let us not sit in Accra to think that, certain individuals are fighting for Western Togoland so that they will separate from Ghana. There is something more to it than what you and I are thinking.
Doc, should you be worried?
We have to be worried. We have to be worried because we all know at the moment there has never been any legal procedure to separate Western Togoland from Ghana. There is no legal procedure that has been established so far. So we know today that Ghana voter region is still in Ghana. We didn't know that voter region was moved to another country called Western Togoland. We are not aware of that. So if powers that be, even some of them are now encouraging these people, and they are going to villages to tell them that in fact election time they shouldn't go out to vote because they are now independent on their own. So you and I, you can even understand where this is going. And politically too, you know how society these kind of issues to be. But my worry now is that the pictures that are coming has no relation to this Western Togoland military training. Rather, it has a relation to political parties in the country. And for the benefit, we don't know. I don't know if because we started exposing the fact that the ruling government is training militias for some reason we don't know. And so they wanted to bring in these things just to show that in fact, even what they are talking about is or is these people rather who are doing ABCD. I mean, where do they get the resource from? And the military personnel who are instructing these guys, where do they come from? And the people they are training, where do they come from? I mean, there are a lot of questions we need to answer. And trust me, 60% of what you have done so far shows that even this is never linked to the Western Togoland military training. But rather, political party in Ghana want to gain from them. And they are doing their own thing.
Look.
But before you even ask the next question, in Ghana, our laws are very clear on how we train regular military personnel into the system, or even security apparatus in general. There are procedures in place that is to be followed. If the government suspect that other people are even involved in this kind of militia training and stuff, what prevented them to go and pick those people up? Listen, we have the BNI, we have the national security, who are in charge of gathering intelligence and to act and pass it on to the regular people or to other people who are concerned. For instance, like the police. It's only when the police cannot handle these internal affairs, they can call on the military to support them. What we have raised this issue for several years now. At least 2 years I can remember when this military training started. Have you heard that they have picked these people up and they are training legally at certain places? No, nothing like that. Because when you have people training militias in the official and the security installment of Ghana, who might have given these people the opportunity to enter those places? You and I should understand this. So every time we hear that they are training military, they are training militia here and there, but you never get anybody arrested for it because this is happening under the supervision of the ruling government. Because who have given you authority to a whole public security installation to be trained?